died suddenly. A lot of you have seen that already. This is the heart version of it. We've got documents based on what's happening from the sky and what's happening on different levels. We're going to go into that today. But first, we'll take you into this video clip of what's been happening in the last recent days.
A research facility here in Alaska bounced a radio signal off of an asteroid. If Science, the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, otherwise known as HAARP, is a research site in Gakona operated by the University of Alaska Fairbanks. Today, scientists performed an experiment where they transmitted radio signals to an asteroid as a test for probing a larger asteroid.
In Buffalo, in New York State, people slowly emerge after what's been called the blizzard of the century. But they're being warned it's still not safe to get behind the wheel. Army police are being drafted in to enforce a ban on driving.
I've been told they will all arrive later today, and they will start being situated at entrances to the city of Buffalo as well as major intersections, not allowing people to get through.
In the Japanese Alps, they're used to snow, but they've just seen 3 times the average snowfall for this time of year. 17 people have died, nearly 100 have been injured. And at home, it's been a year of weird weather, starting with a series of storms, then a warm spring and a scorching summer which saw rivers and reservoirs dry up and fields and heaths.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. A fierce storm has ushered in the new year in California. In Sacramento, it was the wettest New Year's Eve on record. At least 2 levees have been overwhelmed. And tonight, the danger is not over. This is Highway 99.
Have you tested the rainwater? And if you haven't, have you seen the results of our rainwater tests? Many of the people sitting in this room right here have very high levels of barium, aluminum, and strontium in their blood. People are getting sick and dying.
Acid rain is being dispersed on us. And years ago, the military, they already came out and said rainmaking would be used as a weapon. You can see in this old archive of the New York Times. More recently, we have documented evidence coming in that what's in your hair, what's dropping from the snow, what's been tested in the rain, we'll show you that. But we first want to show you what's happening under the microscope a channel put out called Micro Traveler. And they've pretty much went in and show you what's also in the raindrops, and then they're going to show you also what's in the drinking water. And it gets weird because in the drinking water there's this little circular organism moving, and I was just listening to microbiologists who were showing and breaking down stuff, and it didn't have any circular objects in there. First one is the rainwater sample we're going to show you. Now, looking at that, it looked like some leaf over it, and in the left bottom corner, it looked like decomposition. Now, I don't know what that purple thing is hiding behind there, but that's what's in the rain. And just the other day, I was telling y'all that E. coli has been found in the rain as well. We're also going to give solutions on some of these issues here now that we're telling you this. Secondly, check out what's in the water supply system. Looked like one of those little circular xenobots. Appreciate that super chat, Jenny. Check this out. those two little crawling things looked like some type of nematode or worm, but the little circular ball that was hidden spinning circles, we don't know what that is right now, and if you can get this out to people who know what it is. And now they're telling you that the cold weather is going to increase mortality risk for people with heart failure by 37%. So this is going to attribute to not just the documentary you saw about what else is happening, you know exactly what I mean, but let's go into some documented evidence here of not just water, but snow, and tell you what is the potentiality of what you could do in these moments. This is a highly important situation, rainmaking being used as a weapon. Moving into this was sent to me through the channel. Hey man, keep up the good work. This is my hair test I had done several years ago to prove that we're being sprayed. You're welcome to use it if you need more proof for people. And when you go into it here, the first half of it is showing what's detected. Aluminum, barium, strontium, and sulfur, which we told you has phthalates in it. And now they're saying sulfur has some type of satellite attachment to it, which is very strange. So this is what they've detected. And when you go to the next one right here, that was in Salt Lake, Utah. If you go to the next one, you see that on the scalp, there also are detection of toxic elements. And this is leading to a lot of different causes and symptoms in people that you probably don't know about that we're going to tell you about here in a second. Arsenic, a little bit of uranium, a little bit of cadmium, lead, aluminum. All of this stuff is super toxic, heavy metals. So we move further into this because there is long-term effects with these different things. This is what the documented evidence said. Toxic elements of heavy metals are well known for their interference upon normal biochemical function. They are commonly found in the environment, therefore are present to some degree in all biological systems. However, these metals clearly pose a concern for toxicity when accumulation occurs to excess. So we're talking new excess levels, now E. coli being found. So when you get hit with rain, what is the symptoms? What really happens? That's what we're finna show you right now. Exposure to some heavy metals like mercury can result, and mercury was in there too, hair loss, fatigue, depression, insomnia, irritability, and memory loss. So the thing is, now we're gonna tell you some stuff you could definitely use against this attack on us, as rainwater being used as a weapon system. First off, covering your head probably would be very, very good to do. And if the rain is hitting you, it would be very, very good to cover every part of your body and keep an umbrella. Now, there are certain things you can take, like here that says blueberries, chocolate mushroom. I take chocolate mushroom myself. I take nascent iodine, all these different things so that I can detox this. But if you're getting hit by all these things in the atmosphere currently, and you walk outside and you think everything is good. And I have images also that I'll be showing later. Somebody who touched the snow and their fingers look bruised up. But if you're going out there and you're getting exposed to these different things in the rainwater that we just showed you, you're going to be hit with different illnesses as well because they have it all in the rainwater systems. Now, here's more of that video, just a little bit more of it that a lot of you missed when we first tuned in. On the right is decomposition. This looks like a nematode, but we showed something very circular that was strange. Like we said, satellites have been shown to be attached to these systems under the microscope. This needs to get out further and farther, and then people who are microbiologists who are not working with the system maybe could tell us a little bit more about this, or maybe some of you have worked in that area, and in the comment section, all of us can come back and get more information. So this edition is the HAARP edition of the version of what you've seen before died suddenly. This is another addition to that, and we just want to expose it because the weather-related situations are now being highly hidden, and it's up to us to really get this information out, to try to attempt to maintain ourselves in this society. Remember, the spiritual aspects of our mind and the power we have there is the first aspect. So remember, being in fear is the first phase of not healing yourself, and understanding how to heal yourself is the first level. Because when I was 21, like I said, I went through a disastrous attack in my health system. And I brought myself back by researching to save my life. And I've done that over and over and over again. So this is a highly important thing to me, a highly important issue for our families, your family, period, the whole entire world. So thanks for tuning in. We'll have a lot more coming. Also, we'll be doing interviews with Jay Dreamers coming up. We'll be putting his video on the community tab. That'll be tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.